Before this video starts, I want to apologize for the long wait that you guys had to endure. I know it's been 2 weeks since the last episode of Survival Aquatic was released. Now that school has started, things will be a bit slower and I won't be able to upload quite as frequently as I've done over the summer vacation. But if you guys want to be alerted of all the new videos I make, you can either follow me on Twitter at RealRagingDonut, where I'll be posting every time I post a new video, or you can also click the notification bell next to the subscribe button. That way YouTube will send you a notification when I make a new video. Well, with that out of the way, let's begin the video. Hello everybody, Raging Donuts on, and welcome back to episode 4 of Survival Aquatic. You might notice my face cam, or my face is really bright, but that's because it's actually dark outside and I don't really have any way to fix that right now. But before we get into this episode where I will be building my huge mob farm, there are a couple things I want to show you that have happened. Well, the first thing that's happened, which is new, is that Trippygods has now begun working on a kind of base, and he's actually got it connected up to our nether tunnel now, so I can easily access that. So as you can see, he's decided to settle for another deserty field, but he's actually dug his base into the ground, and I'm just gonna try to not blow up his base by lighting a creeper. While I was away, I actually went down into my mine again and did a little bit mining where I found another vein of diamonds, and I got a few more diamonds. I then spent those diamonds on attempting to get a silk touch pickaxe, and you can see I've got a extra pickaxe here because I only got unbreaking on that. But that was my first try. On my second try, I actually got Unbreaking 3, Silk Touch, and Efficiency 4, which is extremely useful. So I'm keeping those two side by side. And because I now have a Silk Touch pickaxe, that means I also have a Ender chest, which is useful for transporting more items. We will actually be starting the construction of the mob farm. So I've actually got everything I need in my inventory. I've also got all the cobblestone, iron, and redstone in my ender chest. So I'm going to go find the perfect location, I think in the plains biome that is over there for my base, and I'll get started building that. Yo guys, I think I found the perfect location to build the mob farm. If you see, this is a little grassy area in the plains, a couple hundred blocks from my base. So I'm going to switch into a third-person view and begin the construction. Oh my god, guys, okay, I don't even have time to set up my webcam right now because I just found another fortress. Well guys, I cannot express how happy I am right now. We actually found nether wart, and what that means is we can make a nether wart farm, so that we have infinite amounts of nether wart, and we can start making potions. Okay, we actually managed to make it back alive without having to kill myself, and now that all desperation is gone and I am not scared of constantly dying anymore, I got my, as you can see, I've got my face cam fixed, and I also fixed the size of the game. So we got, we have all this netherrack, which we also had before, but now we also got some magma blocks, which is great. But of course, the best and most significant thing we got in the nether warts. Well, I'm just gonna get all my stuff back here real quick. I actually think Andre is using my AFK fish farm. Oh, he is, isn't he? Oh, that's nice. Well, I'll just leave him there. I'm just going to place down all the soul sand so that we can start growing some netherrack. Boom, nice. And here we have our first brewing stand, finally, after a long time. I'm going to place it down right here. That's nice. So now we can start actually making potions and stuff, which we'll definitely be needing for the fight with the Ender Dragon. We also need to start collecting Enderman. Yeah. Ender pearls. Yep. Do you reckon I'd have enough ender pearls to start looking for the stronghold? No, I think I'm gonna go do that now. right after I show you guys that the mob farm is complete. Yes, I know, after a lot of building, and I mean a lot, because I messed up at one point and I put in droppers instead of dispensers, so I had to fix that all out. And then I also found out that I made the platforms too small, but it is finally complete and it is actually looking gorgeous. If we just jump down here into the water, you can see as we fly by, it is huge. And it's actually working pretty well. If you stand down here or up there, it starts dropping a lot of mobs. And if we look in the chest, we can see it's already gotten us quite a bit of stuff. Not as much as I was hoping, but quite a lot. See, you can see mob drop, skeleton drop down there. Okay, so if you guys are wondering, the strategy I use for finding the stronghold is I throw an ender pearl and then I look in the direction it's gone, and I walk 1,000 blocks in that direction because it's usually quite far away. If the ender pearl keeps going in that direction, I walk another 1,000 blocks. Then when it goes in the opposite direction, what I do is I walk 500 blocks that way, and so on and so on. That way I actually close in quite quickly. So I think I'm going to start right here. I'm going to start at 300 here and 1,000 on the other axes. Okay, right here, I'm going to throw it. Okay, it went that way. Alright, please drop. And it didn't drop. Oh well. I'm just going to go until I don't feel like going anymore. Okay, now it's going in that direction. Oh, and it dropped. Oh, that's good. I love when they drop. Okay, so I'm going to go quite far in this direction. Okay, I'm going to throw another one. Oh, it went back. Oh, that's good. That means it's nearby. Okay. Now I know the stronghold is nearby, bro. I think I actually found the stronghold. It like went right down here. Okay, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to mine down. Like, I use this strategy here, where you like mine down as far as you can on one side and mine down on the other side. That way you don't like fall into lava. Oh my god! What? I actually found it! Bro! Like how... Oh... Bro... How does that even... I used 5 eyes. Oh, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 eyes to actually light the portal. But still, I mean... At least now we know where it is. I need to connect it to the nether, though. I don't have any... Okay, I'm just gonna mine up this lava. Okay, so I placed down the portal in the stronghold, but what I need to do is I need to gather up 5 more obsidian. I'm gonna save the coordinates for this, and I'm gonna go to the nether and build it on that side. That way it's on the correct Y level as all the other portals. Okay, guys, so I actually just remembered I was about to mine these with my regular axe, but then I remembered I had a silk touch axe. So I'm just collecting all the bookshelves now because I'm gonna bring them back to my base. They might become useful later on. Well, guys, Andre's actually finished building the outsides of his base, and it's looking pretty cool. Look, his house is huge, and so is his nether. Okay, it's kind of ugly, I guess, but look at how big that nether portal is, and look at how big the house is. This is... Yep. Still a pretty big house. It's bigger than mine. Mine is quite compact. I'm leaving now. Okay, water bottles and awkward potions have the same texture. That makes them impossible to teleport. I'm just looking for the correct position. Oh my god, gas! No! Did you hear that explosion? No, but did you hear it from Discord? Okay. Well, I just totally 360 no-scope that gas. Okay, so I'm just finding the correct position for the okay, so it's here, and then it's also at -200, so that's that direction. So I may as... Okay, I'm just gonna... It's like here, and then it's that way. Okay, so I'm just gonna mine that way. Well, since I don't have enough packed ice to make ice run all the way down there and into infinity, guess what I'm gonna do? You'll never guess. Yep, I'm going back to mine some more packed ice. You're good at guessing. Okay, so I got back from the ice biome and mined all the ice. I've also put in all the ice in the nether tunnel to the stronghold, so that's all good. Now what... Cool. What I came here for was actually a sign so that people know what it is. Alright, do you want to come check out this stronghold? Alright. Oh yeah, I mined all the lava under it because I needed it. I'm just gonna block this off so you can't explore. I already explored everything, there's nothing left. There, if you ever need extra bookshelves though, there's a bunch here. Look, look, come back. Dude, I already explored everything. There's nothing left. I looted everything. Come back. Where are you going? Okay, I'm not waiting for you. I'm going back. You look at the end portal from the side. It looks like an Enderman. Guys, it has been so long since I recorded the clip that you just saw. I mean, it's been over a week, probably like 2 weeks, and I'm really sorry about that, guys, but just so much has happened since. I've done a bunch of stuff, and I promise I'll be showing you all of that in just a moment. What you're seeing right now is actually me fighting the dragon, because I gathered up enough ender pearls that I can make the Eyes of Ender, and then I actually managed to enable the portal, and then sadly I couldn't record audio while I was fighting, so I'm doing this voiceover now. But as you can see, I died a lot of time while I was fighting the dragon, but I did eventually manage to get it, and I beat it, and I got all the XP and stuff, but I haven't gone to the End City yet to get an Elytra, because I wanted you guys to see that, so I'll probably be doing that in this video. But yeah, just sit back and relax, and I'll be with you guys at the end of this clip. Wow guys, that was actually a really intense fight with the Ender Dragon. And as I said before, a lot has happened since the last clip. In fact, one of the things that happened is I logged back on the server and realized I was dead, which means I actually lost a lot of gear. But I've managed to gather all that and get it back, and if you see, I've actually got mending on a lot of my armor now, and I still have 2 mending books left. One which I'm saving for my pickaxe, and the other which I'm saving for the Elytra, which I'm going to be trying to get as soon as possible. So one of the first things that's happened over the past couple of weeks is I've actually managed to fix up the mob farm, and I realized one of the reasons why it was so slow is because when there's more than one person online, less mobs spawn, because since they're online, there are also mobs spawning around them. So I actually AFK'd at the mob farm overnight while I was the only one online, and I managed to gather up a whole bunch of gunpowder. You can see I have almost a full double chest of gunpowder here, as well as 2 double chests full of gunpowder here and here. So that's going to be great once I start getting rockets for the Elytra. And if you look, I also have quite a few chickens in my base, because somebody went over and pranked me while I was away, which is a little bit sad, but I used the eggs from the chickens to build a small chicken farm, or rather an egg farm, because I've got a whole bunch of eggs from that, so that works while I was AFK. Another thing I've done is I've gone ahead and set up a map here. I have to finish up the rest of the map here, but to craft maps you need compasses, and compasses cost iron, and I'm saving the iron for when I get a beacon. I'm also planning to do that at some point. I don't know when I'll get to that. And I've started using the brewing stand. I've made a couple of different potions, some night vision. I also made some fire resistance, but I've used that up. And of course, over the many past nights, I've done a bunch of AFK fishing and managed to gather up a whole bunch of enchanted books, which I've used, of course, to make the perfect armor. I've got Silk Touch and Efficiency 5. I've got Efficiency 5 on all my tools, my regular diamond pickaxe, my Silk Touch diamond pickaxe, my axe, as well as my shovel, which Andre is currently borrowing, so I don't have it on me. So if you guys are wondering why I don't have face cam on, it's actually because it's dark outside and it doesn't look very good. We are at the top of the mob farm now. You can see I've connected up to the nether portal, so we can easily get back and forth. I've also made a small AFK place here, because this is the optimal spot to stand if you want mob spawns. And also, what I said before is it works best when you are the only person online. I've also got a ender chest up here so people can access their stuff. Another thing I've done is I've gone ahead and gotten Feather Falling 4 on my boots, which means I won't die as often as I did while I was building the mob farm. What I'm going to do now is I actually know the location of a buried treasure, because that's where I died. And I haven't picked up the treasure yet because I wanted to show you guys. I actually managed to find a heart of the sea, and it took a really long time. I had to dig out a very huge area before I actually found the chest. But I'm just going to head over there and show you guys that now. Another thing I just noticed is that Andres actually managed to get his hands on a beacon. I believe random person is accepting iron blocks in exchange for wither skulls, I think. So I believe that's how he got the beacon. Oh, and real quick, in case you guys were wondering, don't worry, I actually put a chest in the end with the 4 end crystals, so that if the others want to respawn the Ender Dragon, fight it, they can actually do that. After a lot of walking, it seems I've finally managed to get myself to the location of the buried treasure. I just hope no one else, yes, no one else has been there. Here. So there's actually some pretty neat stuff. 2 diamonds, 5 iron, 3 gold, and a heart of the sea. Now all I need is some prismarine and I can actually get this conduit up and running. So my plan of action is to get some prismarine so I can make the conduit. So I'm going to gather up a few resources, then I'll go to the ocean monument, raid that, get some prismarine. So I'm actually just brewing up some water breathing potions so there's a less chance of me dying. And we made it alive so far. So what I'm going to do is, real quick before I die, I'm going to put cobblestone here so I can actually build a platform that I can get up onto. And this will stop them from being able to reach me and kill me. Oh, and I got mining fatigue already. Okay, so if I place any blocks incorrectly, I won't be able to mine them again until this runs out. Okay, so I'm kind of safe here. I'll wait until night and then I'll set my spawn point here so if I die, I can quickly get my items again. And it's daytime, which means we can finally get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and then I will place down the TNT and surround it in cobblestone like this, because that way, when I put down the block of redstone, it will actually be able to explode. I'm going to drink the water breathing potion and then come down here. Okay, first one down. I think there's 2 more to go. 2 down, 1 to go. And this should be the last one, hopefully. So now I'll wait for the mining fatigue to go away and then I can start removing some of the prismarine. Well, the mining fatigue has run out and I managed to gather up quite a bit of prismarine. I believe you need 42 blocks of prismarine to make a full conduit. I also gathered up quite a bit of sponges, so I'm going to head back to my base now and dump all that off. Placed down the bed, got the ender chest, and I'll put these sponges in the chest here. Nope, that is not what I meant to do. I'll put the wet sponges so that they can dry up so I can use them if I ever need to remove a bunch of water. I'll get the prismarine blocks and then I'll craft the conduit and I'll get that placed down right out here in my river down there. So to craft the conduit, you need a Heart of the Sea with 8 Nautilus shells surrounding it. And you saw earlier, the Heart of the Sea, you get it from buried treasures. And the Nautilus shells, the best way to get those is from AFK fishing, though drowned can also spawn with them occasionally. I just realized I need to clear out some sand under my river, and I remembered that Andre still has my shovel because he borrowed it. So I'm kind of hoping he doesn't have it in his inventory because he's not online. So I'll just go check his chests. It does not seem like he has the shovel in any of his chests, but I do need one right now, so I'll just enchant. I made a new one and I'll enchant that and see if I get something good. Silk Touch and Efficiency 4, that's fine. I'll see if I have another Efficiency 4 book, because then I can put that on and get Efficiency 5. Silk Touch is Efficiency 5 and Unbreaking 3, that will do just fine. I've cleared out a 5x5 area around the conduit, so now I can start placing down the prismarine blocks. And you'll see there are these little particle effects that show the prismarine kind of being sucked into the conduit. So as soon as I get down this first ring, it should activate. Yes! And boom, all the rings have been placed down. So this conduit should now have a range of about 92 blocks in kind of a circular shape, which means I will get this underwater effect anywhere I go, up all the way until probably the other side of the village. So that will definitely become useful. I don't know when, because since my base is not next to the ocean, I don't do a lot of underwater projects, but it is nice to have it. Plus it also looks really cool. And the sponges are finally done smelting, so I'm going to put those in my chest and I'm going to end off the video here. Next time I will try to get an elite trip because I know I didn't get that this time. But if you guys did enjoy this video, consider subscribing for more of these kinds of videos. And I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.